I'm so oily. Like, I look so shiny. Maybe I need to like contour. I don't know. Whatever. Yes, I am wearing the same shirt from yesterday. Leave me alone about it. Today, I want to be talking about the new Siege announcement that Ubisoft made. Ubisoft made the announcement recently, and I read it off PC Gamer. Big ups to PC Gamer. Some of their articles were garbage today, but for the most part, I enjoy the site. They announced that they wanted more of a story element to be introduced into Siege, and I think it's good timing because Overwatch 2 was kind of announced and it's got a little bit of information on. So I think long-term shooters are maybe looking for that next step for the series. Okay, I have to clarify that I'm okay with series kind of looking for their development, right? I think there has to be some movement, and if there's no movement, no range of motion for these games that have been going on forever. You know, Siege has been around forever. It's like the #1 tactical shooter. Just step aside, CS:GO. You're one tapping with a. I don't know any more about this game. If you're looking to integrate into more of a story-driven character basis, maybe make cinematics for all of your new released characters. You know, when a new operator came out, I would be like excited, and now I'm just like, oh cool, it's a new operator, I can read all their abilities. Instead of being like fusing people, making people confused. There's another one there. I'm all for, you know, wanting to create more of a immersive, or whatever the shit you want to call it, kind of environment for your game. But could we please get just a little bit more kick on the back end? I feel like I want to spend money on Siege. I want to play Siege more, but I feel like it grows very stale very quickly. But more so than that, I don't really have too much drive to keep spending money. And I know that Outbreak was kind of the example, you know, characters talking to each other, which was cool and more of a story-driven thing. But the problem is here is you have a very deep bench of operators right now. And though operators are unique and they're fun to play and they have their place and, you know, that's all cool and well, I think we're coming up to a time where like you need to either get started now or don't do it at all. You know, I don't want there to be storylines for all these. You know, there's an Ash storyline. You know, there's a you know, I can't remember any other names right now. You know, there's all these operators, and I think if you start integrating all these ones that are your like primary incomes, like Frost and whatnot, I feel like I'm going to be a little bit frustrated if you've got like, you know, this one operator standing over there that you guys were like, we can't think of a way to integrate them. You know, it's just, we don't know who else, what are we going to do with them? Or, you know, well, you know, people like Frost more, or people like Ash more, or, you know, people like IQ. Nobody gives a shit about IQ. I'm sorry, there's no such thing as, nobody cares about IQ. Come on, who cares? Overall, I'm quite interested to see how this is going to go. For the most part, I think it's an interesting way for them to direct and further grow Siege. I'm quite excited for it, for the most part. I think it's got a lot of potential. And I think if Ubisoft pull their finger out of the proverbial butthole, I think there's a lot of potential here for great content. And I think there's a lot to reopen Siege up to gamers and a lot of FPS players that might have avoided the series originally. So I think if they want to really market it harder, because that's what I feel like. You know, I don't know what the sales are for Siege, but I feel like, you know, they must be going down eventually because people get bored and they want to find that next new thing. For the most part, guys, thank you for watching. You guys are awesome. I think it's going to be an interesting way, and I'm kind of excited to see how it develops and see whether or not either I get to go, good job, Ubisoft, or I get to go, good job, Ubisoft. You're doing the same thing you always do. If you have any opinions on this, please comment them. I love reading the comments, especially differing opinions. You know, if you want to agree with me and get my ego a little bit thick, sure. If you want to comment and have a differing opinion, I'm also happy with that. You know, I'm always open to read if somebody has another opinion or something I missed, you know, and you know, that's cool too. Content, like, favorite, blah, 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 all that shit. I stream 5 days a week on Twitch, so go check that out, links below. And I appreciate you guys, and I'll talk to you later.